attention. Can all swimmers please clear the pool? I repeat, can all swimmers please clear the pool? Thank you.
It's a penultimate day of action at the SA National Swimming Championships here at Newton Park Swimming Pool. And boy, do we have a lineup for you, because top of mind is butterfly, breaststroke, individual medley. There's so much to talk about and so many athletes that we can already celebrate. The swimmers that we are keenly looking at though right now, as we have Theo Verster right next to us as the para swimming head coach, how happy and proud are you of our swimmers?
Crystal, this week has been amazing. We got off to a flying start with quite a few MQS times, which is the A qualifying time for the para guys. Right now, all five that's done MQSs before has done this already this week. And we've had a few surprises where some of them actually did extra MQS times and MET times, which is B qualifying times, that they can now go and compete at Paralympics, which is like very exciting. And you know what, this is only the start. We've still got European champs coming up. So we're very excited. These guys have really done well so far.
What have you said to them, Theo? You're right in their ear and giving them motivation in the lead up to this. But once you see all the hard work and the processes that you've been trusting paying off, how does that work?
Well, I think it just comes from the coaches. I've had a good chat with all the coaches involved. We're all on the same page. We really work well together as a team. And it shows because now the team has got closer with the swimmers. And it's even spilled over to our junior group. We've got a record that's been standing since 1992 that Matthew Moss broke the other day. And I mean, that's a record that's been here for forever. And he's one of our young swimmers. And I think they're taking lead from the guys swimming incredibly well with the MQS times and just following their suits. And I think that it comes from the coaches down to the swimmers and just embracing each other as a team.
It's a hectic schedule for swimmers this Paralympic year. What are your plans going forward? From nationals, where do you head?
Well, we've got 3 days back home. Then we're flying out to Madeira, Portugal, where we, for the first time, South Africa is going to be competing at the European Championships. So we're very excited. It only happens every 4 years. Every Paralympic year, they open it up to the rest of the world. And we're taking it as a prep event because most of the world that we want to see who's going to be racing, we're going to be racing against. And that will be part of our prep. And we're actually very excited to be there because it's our very first time we're making history.
Beautiful time to be in para swimming right now. Shall we take focus on what tonight is all about? We start off with the butterfly, the women's butterfly. That's one event to look out for, but everybody's talking about the battle. The battle in the 100-meter butterfly between the likes of Matt Sates and Chandler Clough. Now, Theo, think back to I guess 2000 Olympics, as well as just what you have been exposed to in butterfly and how it's evolved all these years.
It's been amazing to see the journey that both these swimmers has been on. Matty Sates, that's been coming as a youngster. I've been watching Chad since a little boy. You know, I've been on a few trips with these guys. They bring different elements to the game. Right in the beginning, Matt didn't really swim the 100 flies much. But, you know, like as he got better, stronger, a little bit older, he's bringing the fight. He's got that grit. That Chad has had all the years, and I think they really complement each other. Once they get on the blocks, they're going to leave it in the pool when they touch. And I think, you know, but they're teammates. And at the end of the day, we're going to see a battle out there. They're going to, whoever turns first, I think is going to be tight at the end.
As battles all round, Laura and Tatiana. Laura's still looking for that qualifying time, but Tatiana this morning on fire when it came to those heats.
Absolutely. Tatiana looks so comfortable out there. But, you know, Laura's not far off. She's been a 105. She swam a 107 this morning. You know, she just needs to get a good turn, get out there on the first 50, and just work that last 15 meters that is crucial on the breaststroke to keep the stroke going and get the legs keep on pumping. I think then she'll be right up there. I think once she gets that qualifying time, she'll get the monkey off her back, and then we can focus on Olympics. But it's a big one for her, so we're going to be shouting all the way. It's going to be a hard one for her to swim in Tatiana's wake, but hopefully she'll be close enough that wake is going to pull her over the line for the qualifying time.
And be super inspired. Theo, thanks for your time. I know it's a hectic time just before the final start off, but we are so ready for it. So much for you to be watching right now. That's why our commentary team is just ready to go. It's Derek Alberts and Chanel van Wyk who are standing by to take you through. First up, the women's 100-meter butterfly.
Thank you very much, Crystal Arnold. Great year from Theo Fuster. And yeah, very, very exciting night it is. The penultimate night of finals here at the SA Aquatic Championships in Quebec. And you heard them speaking about the big ones coming up, the likes of Chandler Clough, Matt Sates, Tatiana Smith, all in action. So yeah, it certainly bodes for a great, great night. It's a pretty short program. We'll probably be wrapped up by around 7:30, but we're going to pack so much action into that hour and a half. So do not go anywhere. Unless you are in the area, make sure to head down to Newton Park Swimming Pool as you can witness some legends taking to the water. With me, Chanel van Wyk. Good evening, Chanel. And man, are you as excited as I am?
Yes, good evening, everybody. Always great to be here in Newton Park. So many events to look forward to. As you've said already, 100 fly all round. Then we're looking at the 200 IM S1 to S13 and S14 to S15. That's always a great battle there, where we have Nathan Hendricks, JP Nell, the Vankers, the Douglases. So it's set up to be a great one.
Yeah, it really is. As we welcome the officials onto pool deck, they've been instrumental in ensuring that this event is absolutely brilliant, and that is exactly what has transpired over the course of the last 5 days. Can you believe tomorrow's the last day?
I can't. It's gone by in a flash. But what an amazing past couple of days we've had.
Yeah, it really has been great. So thank you to the folks from Quebec for really putting on a show and laying out the red carpet in what has been a thoroughly enjoyable week. But it's not over yet, because we do have 2 more nights of finals kicking off in a short while's time. We've got the 100 butterfly, both women and men. So we'll be waiting for them to come through as we just recognize once again the senior officials that will be keeping a close eye on proceedings. So what is the race you excited for the most tonight, Chanel?
Again, I don't think there's one specific event or one specific race, but I would definitely say, looking at the program, I was looking forward to the women 100 meters breaststroke. Looking at that battle between Tatiana, Lara, Kayleen, and Amy Canny having a great swim this morning. But now looking at their program, unfortunately, Amy Canny has pulled out of that 100 breaststroke final. So it looks like she'll be competing in the 4x200 freestyle relay, where she'll be going off first. Remember, narrowly missing that 200 freestyle qualifying time. So she'll be going for another shot there.
Oh, it is going to be great as we are about to swim straight into the action. First up, it is the B final of the women's 100-meter butterfly as we welcome the athletes out onto the pool deck. First up, we've got Kenny Swart, 20-year-old, representing KZN. Juliana Venker, 14 years of age, from Gauteng. Cassidy Burgers, the young swimmer from the Western Cape. She'll be competing in lane 3. And next to her, Taylor Jonker, 4 years her senior, and the unmistakable gold swimming cap from Tshwane. Back to Central Gauteng, and it is Jessica Baker. Well, plenty of support for Ruth Dredge, another Tshwane swimmer. In lane 7, it's Scarlett Nickel. And last but certainly not least, Kirsten Storm, another Central Gauteng athlete. So there is the lineup for the women's B final. Do not go anywhere. It promises to be a humdinger. And they're off. Good start from Taylor Jonker over in lane 4.
Yes, the ladies are off to a great start. Taylor Jonker hot off the press, winning the ladies 50-meter backstroke. First national title for her, so congratulations.
Yeah, great athlete. Plenty expected from Taylor Jonker. Jessica Baker looking strong in lane 5, but I tell you what, it's very tight at the turn, and it's Ruth Dredge with the slight lead, 29.68. Only 2 athletes able to dip under that 30-second mark as they make the return to come home.
Yes, Cassidy from the Western Cape turning second in a 29.94, and Jonker third, 30.12.
But look at Cassidy Burgess. She is absolutely flying out in lane 3. Can she keep that lead? And she's almost half a body length clear. So
And
this is one for the books.
out in lane 8, Kirsten Storm also finishing strong.
Here we have Cassidy Burgess coming through, trying, and she gets there. 104.02 with the win. Taylor Jonker second. And in third spot, it is Kirsten Storm out in lane 8.
What a great comeback by Kirsten in lane number 8.
Cassidy Burgess grabbing the victory. The Western Cape swimmer, 104.02. Jonker second. And Kirsten Storm third. This, the B final of the women's 100 fly. You can see not much to choose between the athletes getting in the water, all getting off to fairly good starts. That was a tremendous second lap from Cassidy.
Yes, and great last 25 meters there by Jonker to come back.
And that wraps up the women's B final in the 100 fly. And as we head over to the main event of this event, the A final.
Yes, the ladies will be looking for a qualifying time of 57.92 to book their ticket to Paris.
Is the women's 100-meter butterfly A final, lane 1, Lee McMorran.
And in your picture, that's Lee McMorran in lane 1.
Next to her in lane 2, from KZN, Indiana de Villiers.
In 3, it's Hannah Mouton.
Erin Gallagher, a person who certainly needs no introduction in lane 4, having already got that qualifying time. But she'll be looking to even better that, and it is also that record, 5.792.
And in 5, from the Western Cape, we have Trinity Hearn.
Next up, Jamie Moat from the Eastern Cape, just 15 years of age.
In 7, Christine Vessels.
And finally, from Zimbabwe, 16 years of age, it is Anya van As. Just going over that time from Erin Gallagher again. Said earlier, 5.759 below that Olympic qualifying time. Can she even better that? Keep your eye out on lane 4.
In your picture, Erin Gallagher. And they're off in this A final of the 100 meters butterfly. Remember, Erin looking for a time of 57.92. And she is off to a convincing lead.
So excellent start from Erin Gallagher once again. So, Erin Gallagher at the turn, 26.86, well clear of Trinity Hearn, who's lying in second, and Jamie Moat.
That's Trinity turning in a time of 28.41 and Jamie Moat's 29.30.
Well, they are screaming to get Erin Gallagher home. Remember, she did swim that 5.759. Let's see what she can produce now. A terrific swim from Erin Gallagher. Looking good, looking very good. 5.732, and that means we have a new SA record. Erin Gallagher doing the job once again. What a performance from her, and what a way to kick things off. 5.732, Erin Gallagher doing it.
Yes, what a great swim there by Erin Gallagher. getting that Olympic qualification time. Wow, what a big smile on her face.
Wow, wow, wow.
In second place, Trinity Hearn, also swimming her best time. Just missing out on that 59-second mark of a minute .05. And in third place, Hannah Mouton, 102.17. So big congratulations to those ladies.
Yeah, congratulations. And Erin Gallagher, well, we keep on running out of superlatives to describe her performances. 25 years old and continuing to dominate matters and set records. Wow. That was absolutely superb. From Erin Gallagher, representing Tshwane, once again, the Barberton Daisy, well represented on that gold cap. So, let's find out a little bit more from Erin Gallagher after yet another supreme performance.
Congratulations to Erin Gallagher. How did you know tonight was going to be a good night?
I honestly had no idea whatsoever. That's the beauty about sport, I guess. You come here and you kind of just have to roll with the punches and see what you can do. And I'm just really, really happy with that swim. And yeah, all glory to God.
A new South African record, 57.32. Let's just let that sink in for a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely feels unreal. The worst part is touching the wall and hearing everyone scream. And you have to swim back another 25 meters just to see what your time was. But the crowd was absolutely amazing. And I'm so grateful for them and my teammates and my coaches.
The training that's been done, the processes that have been in place to get you to this place right now. Can you give us a sense of that?
Blood, sweat and tears and lots of prayers.
Well, congratulations, Erin. Well done. And Paris 2024 is in your future.
Let's go. Thank you.
Lovely to hear from Erin Gallagher once again, certainly being one of the superstars of this week.
Yes, what a great swim there. As she said, let's go.
Love that. So Paris bound Erin Gallagher. As we move over to the men's side of things, that A final is around the corner. First up, the B final. And I'll wait for our swimmers to get out and just recapping a tremendous swim from Erin Gallagher. One of the biggest smiles in swimming, and it was impossible to keep a smile off her face there.
Yes, and great camaraderie between Erin and Trinity.
So we'll wait now for the competitors to make their way out on deck for the B final of the men's 100 fly.
Now we're ready to start with big 502, men 100-meter butterfly, B final. Event 1, Ruan Russ.
Ruan Russ coming through now, 27 years old, representing Tshwane. Now we have another Tshwane competitor, entirely Pearson, competing in lane 3 from the Western Cape, Vickers Sportkidder. Meanwhile, over in lane 4, Benjamin Plattner. Brandon Chapman next up. Chapman, lots of sport for him, being from the Eastern Cape. Luca Holzhausen will be in lane 6. Guy Brooks, how good has he been, in lane 7. And wrapping up the 8 swimmers, Ross Hardigan, the Central Gauteng swimmer. And that is the lineup for the B final of the men's 100 fly. They're off. Good start from Benjamin Plattner over in lane 4. Quickly in the water.
Pretty much coming up in a straight line.
Yeah, nothing to choose between them in the early stages of this 2-lap race. The men's B final of the 100 fly. Plattner looks like he's got the slight lead.
Looks like Plattner.
And it is turning at 25.09.
Guy Brooks currently in second position, 25.48, and Vickers Potgieter, 25.60.
So good fight back over from Vickers Potgieter.
Yes, Vickers Potgieter actually training at the University of Las Vegas.
Well, this can be tight, but over in lane 7 takes it. Guy Brooks, what a fight back. 5.439 grabbing the victory. Benjamin Plattner coming second, and in third spot, Brandon Chapman. But Guy Brooks, wow. What a second lap from him. Guy Brooks, 21 years of age from KZN, and grabbing victory in the men's B final. Doing so in a time of 5.439.
And in second, Benjamin Plattner, 55.23. And Brandon Chapman in third, 55.25.
So, looking back at that race, it was Plattner who held the edge after the first lap, but then Guy Brooks came storming through in the second 50 to take the win. Here it comes, Chanel, the biggie. That's what the crowd wanted to see. Chad Leclos with Matt Sates.
Yes, a big thank you to our officials.
I think we're going to have to grab a seatbelt for Chanel. Amount of times she can be standing in and out of her chair.
I feel like I was jumping out of my chair in the previous race. Trinity and Aaron.
So here we have the A final. Oh, it's a marquee event, 100-meter fly.
In lane 1, we have Christopher Stradom.
In lane 2 from KZN, Ricky Lottering.
In 3, Jordan Eaton.
Matthew Sates in lane 4. Listen to that crowd go.
In 5, the birthday boy, Chad Leclos.
Getting an even bigger up. Meanwhile, in lane 6, Bob Fick. Oh, listen to the celebration for him.
In 7, we have Henry Duvenacher.
Caden Naidu in lane 8 had a superb relay last night. He'll be wanting to repeat the feat this time around in the men's 100 fly, the A final. It's a big one. Don't discount the other swimmers, but of course, plenty of eyes will be on lanes 4 and 5. Matt Sates and Chad Leclos, both men having already qualified for or getting that time. And just looking at their background times, Leclos having set the 17th quickest time this year, doing so in Doha. Matt Sates 22nd quickest. That was a 5.166. That was the season, rather, Budapest over in Hungary, 5.166. So, this is going to be big.
Off to a great start. Looks like Jordan Eaton there in lane number 3.
And immediately, Chad Leclos getting off to the lead. That's right on his heels. It is Matt Sates. It is going to be a battle between those two, but mentioning the likes of Duvenacher going strong over in lane 7. Chad Leclos.
It looks like Matthew Sates with a slight lead at 50 meters, turning in a time of 24.24. Chad 24.60.
So it is extremely tight. Listen to that crowd go.
Here we go.
And this is, of course, Chad Leclos is extremely strong. It is his birthday. Up against Sates.
25 meters to go.
Sates slightly in front. Chad fighting hard. Sates looks strong. Sates looks very strong. Leclos, we know his fight back. It's going to be tight. Leclos versus Sates. Leclos, it is!
It's a tie! It's a tie!
Oh,
52.07.
my goodness.
Woo. What a swim by both gentlemen.
Two of the best swimmers in the country, ending on the exact same time. My word.
And in third place, Jordan Eaton, 53.19.
Wow, wow, wow. This has been an incredible start to the night.
Good job, boys. As Bert would say, unbelievable.
You could not script that. Rivals, friends, superstars, plenty of years between them. And there we have Chad Leclerc and Matthew Sates, 52.07.
And there we have the official results. A tie for the gold medal, 52.07 between Matthew Sates and Chad Leclerc. In third position, Jordan Eaton, 53.19.
How difficult is it to cut a gold medal in half?
And luckily, both of them will be receiving one.
That is absolutely sensational. We had a new SA record posted by Erin Gallagher.
That's
Meanwhile,
crazy.
these two gents going to completely get the exact same time.
What a birthday present. Definitely one you would expect.
Wow, wow, wow. So, let's hear. Just looking at these reactions, looked up, saw the times, and checked this. The finish from Chad was absolutely fantastic. And there are the celebrations from both men. Chad immediately going over to congratulate his rival and fellow gold medal winner. So without further ado, let's hear from the two winners.
Have to speak to them at the same time. That was absolutely sensational. Chad, can you put it into words?
Oh, I think you gave me a chance because it's my birthday today, you know. Thanks, Maddie.
Well, happy birthday. What a way to spend it. And I know that you've come out being super determined always. Whenever you are in the pool, there is a competition that's on.
Absolutely. I've said it all week. You know, this 100 fly is more stressful than the Olympic final. You know, it's a derby day with me and Matt. Of course, we're brothers when we race for South Africa, but tonight was a tough race. I thought we'd be both a little bit faster, but listen, I'll take I think it's my 12th consecutive, well, now it's a shared title we can have together. We've had a lot of really tight races over the last 3 years, and like I've been saying all week, he's a great star and he has an amazing future in the sport. And yeah, hopefully he takes the bantam and him and Peter ride with it all the way through for the next 10 years. So yeah, very happy.
Matt, what do you enjoy about racing against Chad the most?
Yeah, very happy to tie with him. Happy birthday to Chad. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. And yeah, it's always a privilege for me with Chad in the water. And yeah, so it's even better to be with him at Nationals.
Well, massive happy birthday to you, Chad. Congratulations to you both. That was some spectacle. And what else do you have left for us here at Nationals, Chad?
Unfortunately, I think I'm going to go to the commentary booth and stick to that for now. But yeah, I just wanted to also say a big thank you to everyone for the wishes today. It was a really stressful day in some respects, but ended on a great note. And yeah, just thank you to everyone back home for the support. And we're both on our way to the Olympic Games in this event. And yeah, I'm looking forward to some big things this year for both of us and the rest of the team. And good luck to the rest who are still going to qualify tonight, hopefully.
Thanks so much to both of you. Congratulations.
Well, applause all round, and rightly so. Two worthy winners. Chad Leclerc, Matt Sates. I mean, Chanel, he still can't get over it.
What just happened?
It was incredible. Wow.
It was incredible. I mean, with 7 meters to go, it looked like Matt. And then Chad started coming back. And then it looked like Chad had it at the end. But then Matt's finished. Wow.
Yeah, and of course the media absolutely flying to grab comments from the two men. And on his birthday, no less. So that wraps up his championships here in Quebec. As we start to get our breath back, our collective breath back. And Bert Leclerc, see him up there celebrating plenty. You'd have been astounded with that result. And so we will be seeing them over in Paris. And yeah, Chad said today was extremely stressful. It's funny because obviously he's been hanging around here for the last 2 days. Seemed extremely relaxed. You've spent a lot of time with him. How did he feel this morning in the build-up?
No, I mean, of course, it's your birthday, so you're on a high either way. But at the end of the day, he has a job to do, and the job was this 100 meters butterfly today. So the job is done. So now it's time for him to put his feet up for a bit, relax, and enjoy his birthday.
And you just saw, you spoke about the comeback. I mean, it did look like Chad had it. He came back brilliantly. And unbelievable with the touch. I mean, Matt Sates must have extremely long fingers. And look at that, the celebration between the two, lovely to see. So, phew, time to return to the action now. And so let's just recap what we've witnessed so far this evening. We saw Erin Gallagher setting a new SA record in the women's 100 fly. We saw Chad Leclos and Matt Sates finish dead first, tied. Sensational. And now we move over to our next event. It's the women's 200 IM S14 to S15 multi-class, as well as the next version, S1 to S13. So, yeah, the pressure's certainly on these ladies to deliver and try and up that tempo.
Yes, over in lane 1 in the S14 to S15 category, we have Kate Ulwood. Then we move on to the S1 to S13 category, Maliska Everson. 3, Ivanka Venka. 4, Danica Venka. 5, Jonica Krichler. And in 6, Nikita Douglas.
Yeah, okay. As we get to the action now in this massive race.
And the ladies are off in the 200 meters IM, starting with the butterfly leg.
Kate Ulwood, 15 years of age from Western Cape. And as always, the multi-class events comes with that caveat that they're not necessarily competing against each other. They're competing against the clock, given the different categories that are occupying each lane. So the likes of Kate Ulwood competing in S15.
Yes, out in lane 2 we have Maliska Everson, and in 4 Danica Venka, off to a great start, moving on to that backstroke leg. So it is Danica out in a time of 34.96, followed by Maliska Everson in 36.60, and Jonica Krichler currently in 3rd.
Maliska Everson, the time she needed, 2:40.02. Ivanka Venka and Danica Venka in lanes 3 and 4. Danica, of course, having qualified last night, if I'm not mistaken.
And a great backflip there by Danica. In your shot, turning in a time of 1:19.33. Jonica Krichler now in 2nd position, 1:23.29, followed by Maliska Everson, 1:24.05. Ladies looking very strong going into the last 25 of this breaststroke leg. And it's all Danica Venka at this moment.
That wraps up 3 of the 4 disciplines as they move over. Well, so far, Venka moves over to freestyle. Final
Krichler
50.
turning in 2nd position.
Danica Venka looking great. The swimmer from Gauteng.
And Ivana Venka taking over 3rd position.
Danica Venka coming through now and doing so in a time of 2:48.51. And in lane 5, Finishing up, Joannica Crickler. We've seen her on the podium a plenty over the course of this week. 2:56.53.
Coming in third, Ivanka Venka in 3:06.73. All three ladies dipping under their qualification times from this morning.
Nikita Douglas, SM7 competitor from Gauteng.
Yes, great swim by Kate Elwood out in lane 1. Going at 3:14 this morning, now going at 3:12.19. And we have Nikita Douglas in your picture.
Nikita Douglas coming home in a time of 3:46.55 as we wrap matters up in the women's 200 IM S1 to S13 as well as S14 to S15, the multi-class events. Yeah, that was a tough act to follow from those ladies, given the two previous races. The school still trying to come to terms with what they witnessed a little earlier. And I spoke about the fact that it's a fairly short program tonight, but action-packed.
Yes, definitely. Looked like all ladies dipping below their heat times there. So congratulations to them.
Just recapping what transpired over in the 200 IM women's multi-class.
Danica Venka in your shot. Finishing strong in that freestyle.
Speaking of Danica Venka, she's joined Crystal Arnold. Let's hear from her.
At such a high level, Danica, I want to know from you what has been the highlight of nationals thus far.
Definitely the 100 breaststroke last night. It was a fun race, but I felt stronger today in the IM. So, yeah, between those two races.
I'll just give people a sense of just what it takes for you to be able to compete here. I know what your parents have been able to do at home, building your pool. Give us just a sense of the preparation that's gone into you being here.
Definitely a lot of dedication, hard work, and just staying consistent.
Oh, brilliant. We've been so proud of you and all that you've been able to achieve. I know that Paris 2024 is a massive dream of yours.
Sorry, excuse me?
Paris 2024, a massive dream of yours, right?
Yes, definitely. I'm super excited.
Congratulations. Thanks, Danica.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, congratulations to Danica Venka. Yeah, she really has had a fantastic week. Has the young swimmer from Gauteng, just 16 years of age. As we move over to the men's 200 IM, S14, S15 multi-class, as well as S1 to S13. This will feature Nathan Hendricks, who has undoubtedly been one of the superstars over the last couple of days.
So we're starting with a gentleman in the S14 to S15 category. In lane 2, JP Null, and 3, Eli Lawrence. So these gentlemen will be looking for a time of 2:14.06. Moving on to the S1 to S13 category, where we have Nathan Hendricks and Matthew Moss. Nathan will be looking for a time of 2:19.54. Actually dipping under that qualification time this morning, going at 2:18.19. And Matthew Moss in lane 5, swimming in the SM9 category, will be looking for a time of 2:24.20.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Nathan Hendricks having already wrapped up that qualifying time. And a little earlier also winning the mid-mile mile for partially sighted swimmers. Just keeps on going from strength to strength as the swimmer over in lane 4.
way off in your picture there.
So they are away. Nathan Hendricks looking to even better his time. Getting off to another strong start. The swimmer from Mpumalanga.
Yes, I'm sure these athletes will be very inspired after seeing that great battle between Chad Victor and Matthew Sates in the 100 meters butterfly.
Most definitely. The butterfly done and dusted as they transition through to backstroke now.
And it's Nathan Hendricks turning in a time of 28.93, followed by Matthew Moss, 32.32, and JP Null currently in third, 35.70.
Nathan Hendricks cruising towards the midway mark. Reminder of the time that he did set earlier, 2:18.19. That's well below the 2:19.54 target that he needed to achieve.
It's turning in at the 100 meter split, 1:03.17.
It must be great, sorry to interrupt, it must be great that, I mean, also we've seen previous swimmers do the same, but having already wrapped up those qualifying times, and you can just go all out and you bust.
Yes, I mean, it definitely takes the pressure off for these athletes knowing that they have done the qualification time. So they're just coming to this final, have fun, race, and see what they can do. And remember, happy swimmer is a fast swimmer, as we heard from Tatiana early on in the week.
So Nathan Hendricks wrapping up breaststroke as he moves over now to the final discipline. It is freestyle as he'll push his way towards home. A reminder, the time that he set earlier, 2:18.19. Can he get even faster than that?
You hear his coach in the background really cheering him on. But it's all Nathan with 7 meters to go.
And an excellent performance from Nathan Hendricks. Wow, 2:17.15 from Nathan Hendricks.
And that is another qualification time by him.
Wow. Nathan Hendricks take a bow once again and finishing his race, coming through in lane 5. It is Matthew Moss. Moss grabbing 2:34.73.
And JP Null, 2:54.19.
Eli Lawrence pushing hard.
Yes, all of these gentlemen dipping under their time from this morning.
So that wraps up the men's 200 IM multi-class. And confirmation of those results. Yet another outstanding swim from Nathan Hendricks, 2:17.15. Again, well below his earlier time, having already secured his entry through to Paris. As mentioned, and that comes hot on the heels of his great performance over at the Midmar. Well, there's a great evening tonight in Quebec. Not too chilly, nice and warm indoors, and this great venue, Newton Park Swimming Pool.
So if anybody's diving a VW Caddy, JHL 647EC. VW Caddy, JHL 647EC. Your car alarm is continuously on. We don't have competition for our music.
So look at the officials certainly have had their work cut out for them tonight already. Big smiles across their faces, but if you have just joined us, we have to apologize because you missed out on something absolutely spectacular a little earlier. Chad Leclerc going up against Matt Sates in the men's 100 fly. And almost unheard of, both athletes finishing with the exact same time. It was a tie for first, and they both walk away with gold. As we move over to our next event, and it's another biggie, the 100-meter breaststroke. First up, the B final. Isabella McColgan will be competing in lane 1. Cassandra Sikiotis in lane 2. Gabriella van den Berg in lane 3. Michaela Kolst made her way out. Next up, Kate Mayer, a name that has been very prominent over the course of this event.
In 6, we have Kira Klitter. 7, Kieto Faniko. And in 8, Mila Banza, all the way from Mpumalanga.
Those are all 8 lanes occupied in this women's B final of the 100-meter breaststroke.
And the ladies are off in the B final of the women's 100 meters breaststroke.
So a good start over in lane 4. Looking good is Michaela Gulst. Kate Mayer hot on her heels.
Yes, and also Cassandra and Isabella in 1 and 2. But it is Michaela currently in first position 33.02, followed closely by Vandenberg in 33.82, and Kate Mayer in third, 34.37. But it's all about lane 4 with 25 meters to go. Starting to build on that stroke.
The woman from KZN, 18-year-old Michaela Gulst, looking extremely strong. Listen to the crowd roar her on, and the two Tshwane competitors on the outside fighting hard, but that gap will just be too far, too good as Michaela grabs the victory, doing so in a time of 1:11.42.
Yes, dipping below her morning swim where she went a 1:12.25. So congratulations to Michaela. And there we have your results. Michaela in first position, 1:11.42, followed by Vandenberg, 1:12.85, and Kate Mayer, 1:12.95. There we have replay of the ladies 100 breaststroke with Kate Mayer in your picture.
Recapping exactly what transpired earlier this morning. What a performance. Nice highlights there from Michaela Gulst's swim now. From KZN, 1:11.42, ahead of Van den Berg and Mayer. So the crowd certainly on their feet. They want more of what we've seen throughout the evening. And there's a very good reason why they are on their feet, because the next one is yet another biggie, Chanel.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So these ladies will be looking for a qualification time of 1:06.79. The only person to dip below that time this morning was Tatiana Smith, going a time of 1:05.41. So in lane 1 we have Van der Westhuizen. In 2, Morgan Cope. In 3, in your picture, Kayleen Corbett. Coming out in 4, Tatiana Smith.
You can forget that swim that she delivered this morning. Oh!
Loving those bright pink nails. In 5, we have Laura Faniko.
Another tremendous competitor.
In 6, Simone Mole. 7, Chanel Felsman from the KZN. And last but definitely not least, Georgia Else.
And here we go. Tatiana Smith having wrapped up that qualification time. And of course, it also set the second fastest time this year. Oh, this is going to be a biggie. Once again, the women's 100 breaststroke final.
Here we have Lara, Tatiana, and Kaylee all in your shots. Great start by Morgan Cope out in lane 2.
Very good. And just a reminder once again that Olympic qualifying time 106.79. Tatiana's done the job. And Kayleen Corbett and Laura Fanicak trying to challenge for that trip to France. And the crowd absolutely going wild for the Olympic gold medalist.
Yes, with 35 meters done and dusted, it's all Tatiana Smith, but followed closely by Kayleen Corbett and Lara Fanicak.
Tatiana leading the way, touching in 36.1. Fanicak just behind her. Kayleen Corbett holding on to third spot. With the crowd getting louder and louder, as you would expect. A reminder once again, that time she set this morning, 105.64. It was the second quickest of the year. What is she going to deliver this time around? South Africa's golden girl in the gold cap. Tatiana Smith flying.
Yes, so again, we're looking for a qualification time of 106.79.
Tatiana Smith, she will touch home in 105.48. That's even quicker than what she swam this morning. My word.
And in your shot, you have Lara Fanicak and Tatiana Smith. And there we have our results. First place, Tatiana Smith in a time of 105.48, followed by Lara Fanicak, 107.16, and Kayleen Corbett in third, 107.83.
What a tremendous performance there from Tatiana Smith. Absolutely exceptional once again. But yeah, you have to feel for the likes of Lara Fanicak and Kayleen Corbett outside of that qualification time.
And in your picture, Tatiana Smith. And there we have Bert Leclerc. Looks like Janae Coetzee standing next to Taylor Jonker.
So recapping exactly what transpired once again, all eyes were on Tatiana Smith. And again, you are not hearing things. It is for me, Tatiana Smaka. Tatiana Smith led from start to finish. As she went to capture yet another gold. A tremendous time doing so in a time of 105.48. Let's hear from the Golden Girl.
The second fastest time in the 100-meter breaststroke in the world this year. What does that tell you, Tatiana? Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I could definitely feel that. It stung a little.
I guess that is the effect of day 5 of nationals, to be able to pull out that performance not only in the heats but also in the final. What does that take from you, not only physically but mentally?
No, definitely. I think especially with the days in between that we have off and my main event, which is more the 200, being in the middle, I think after that race it's almost as if I really had to stay focused. I could feel my mind was floating because I was like, I've done it, it's fine. But yeah, really getting back into it, and physically as well. I think that's why, like, getting the stroke rate up, it really does burn, because I enjoy the much slower rate. But yeah, I can't be too sad about that race.
Oh no, not sad at all. Would you say having your mission ahead of nationals, is it mission accomplished?
No, definitely. I think more than that. you obviously feel good in training. I had a bit of a hiccup before coming to nationals. So yeah, coming into nationals, I think the expectation was just to finish some of my races because of the little hiccup. So I don't think I was expecting to swim these world-class times, and yeah, I think I'm going to have a really nice holiday after this.
Everybody's going to say more hiccups.
Yes.
Bring them on. You can take on the challenges.
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, it was a long journey to get where I am now. I'm just grateful that it's happening in the year of Olympics. And especially because it was only 3 years, I think a 4th year, it's a lot of training. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens for the rest of the year.
And so are we. Congratulations, Tatia. Always a pleasure to see you in action. Tatiana Smith, everyone.
Thank you.
So congratulations once again to Tatiana Smith. She's been doing plenty of interviews over the last couple of years, and rightly so, and as expected, because if you deliver a performance like that, yeah, people are going to want to hear from you.
Yes, what a great swim there by Tatiana. Oh, like she said, had a few hiccups before this meet, but yes, it looked like the hiccups are definitely working for her this time around.
Certainly so. So yet another exhilarating race done and dusted here in Quebec at the SA National Swimming Championships. Erin Gallagher getting us to a brilliant start with that new SA record. Chad Leclos and Matt Sates going on to tie for first place in that 100 butterfly. Now Tatiana Smith swimming another exceptional time in the women's 100 breaststroke. So what else can we expect as we move over to the men's side? First up, the B final of the 100 breaststroke.
Yes, and also having Nathan Hendricks there booking another ticket off to Paris. So in lane 1, we have Sean Thomas. In 2, Franco Clayton. 3, Olivia De Lange. 4, Kian Keelock. 5, Tom Tritter. 6, Malcolm Botha. 7, Jaden Staines. And in 8, Anant van Rensburg.
So that is the lineup for the men's B final of the 100 breaststroke. So Tatiana Smith, absolutely superb. A little earlier in the summer round. What can the men deliver? First up, though, it is that B final.
Yes, and our 400 IM champion from last night in lane 4, Kian Keelock.
Yeah, plenty of eyes on Kian Keelock. Very popular swimmer. Just 18 years of age from Tshwane.
There we have Kian Keelock in the picture.
There we go.
And they're off in the B final of the men's 100 meters breaststroke.
2 lengths on the pool to go. Quite tight at the front, but Kian Keelock the man to watch, and that's certainly proving to be the case.
Yes, looks like Keelock starting to pull away.
We make our way to the wall, and the man leading proceedings, Kian Keelock lying in second, because it's Anand van Rensburg over in lane 8 who got the touch first.
Yes, turning in a time of 30.05, followed by Keelock 30.09, and Lange 30.43. As it comes down to the last 15 meters of the race, looks like Tom Tritter finishing very strong with the black cap.
Extremely strong. It's going to be between Tritter and Kian Keelock. Tritter coming through now. You spoke about him finishing very strong. That's exactly what proved to be the case. Tom Tritter grabbing the victory at the death over Kian Keelock, and Oliver Lange grabbing third place. Wow, what a finish from the swimmer from KZN.
Yes, great last 25 there by Tom Tritter.
And there was the winner in picture, Tom Trudeau, winning this men's B final of the 100 breaststroke, doing so in a time of 103.85. Congratulations to him. Kian Kielak somewhat would be disappointed, having been pipped at the post, having led for most of that second lap. But a worthy winner in Tom Trudeau, and third place going the way of Oliver Langer.
There we have your replay of the B final and the 100 meters breaststroke.
Yeah, you called it, Chanel, when you saw Tom Trudeau firing on at the death. You said, here he comes. It's actually astounding how quickly he caught up. I mean, he made up a tremendous amount of yardage in a very short space of time.
Yes, he flew down with his last 25 meters to go. And there he is in your picture. The winner of the B final, Tom Trudeau from KZN.
So that is a B final wrapped up. As we move over to the A final. This is for the medals once again.
Men 100 meter breaststroke A final. Lane 1, Vincent Ribeiro.
In the A final, lane 1, Vincent Ribeiro. In the picture.
And in lane 2, Michael Hooley, 23 years age. And you can hear the crowd support for him.
In 3, we have Curtis Tritter, dressed very warmly there in his beanie. Let's hope he doesn't forget that.
That's crazy how many layers he's got. Matthew Randall, meanwhile, will be competing in lane 4.
In 5, we have Chris Smith.
Meanwhile, in lane 6, it's Brendan Crawford, a 28-year-old from Ikaleni.
In 7, we have Ruben Smith from the Northwest.
And finally, in lane 8, it's Peter Etzold from the Western Cape. And that completes the lineup for the 100 breaststroke, the A final of the men.
Yes, these gentlemen are looking for a time of 59.49. And Curtis Tritter did forget the beanie on his head.
You called it. That's incredible.
They had to remind him he was so focused.
That is absolutely fantastic. Well done, Chanel.
And in your picture, Matthew Randall, the winner of the men's 200 meters breaststroke.
Well, here we go.
What a great start there by Michael Hooley out in lane 2.
I love the form that he takes prior to the start, standing straight up before getting told to take his mark. And as always, his dad in attendance wearing that lucky shirt. And Michael Hooley getting off to an absolutely flying start.
Yes, and it looks like Michael Hooley out with just under half a body length.
Michael Hooley's certainly not messing around. And he'll touch first in a time of 28.48, closely followed by Brendan Crawford. And Curtis Tritter was in third spot. Listen to the crowd roaring them on.
All of them dipping under the 29-second mark.
A reminder again, that time, 5.949 is what they're looking to achieve.
And Ruben Smith's coming back strong. Matthew Randall, they're all in a line with 15 meters to go. Who's it going to be?
This is extremely tight.
Looks like Matthew Randall with a slight lead, but Curtis Tritter not giving up.
Matthew Randall doing very well. Matthew Randall gets the victory, doing so in a time of 101.81, finishing ahead of Curtis Tritter. 101.95 for him. And in third spot, Ruben Smith doing the job. Matthew Randall, though, the winner in lane 4.
Wow, what a finish by these gentlemen.
There we have confirmation. Matthew Randall from Swane, 101.81. What a swim. Unfortunately, not below that Olympic qualifying time, but he does grab the gold medal, silver going the way of Curtis Tritter. Meanwhile, in third spot, Ruben Smith will claim the bronze. Here we have a look back. This was extremely tight. I mean, Michael Hooley flew out of the blocks early on over in lane 2.
Yes, we had 3 swimmers dipping under that 29-second mark at the 50 meter. But it was all about those last 25 meters. There we go. Look at them all in a line. Michael Hooley still with a slight lead. But the rest of the field starts gaining on him. Matthew Randall having won that 200 meters breaststroke. Great back-end speed there by him.
Well, Matthew Randall, as you can expect, must be a fairly tired guy after flying through those 100 meters, but he does grab gold. So let's hear from a breathless Matthew.
Definitely breathless, because that was one of the tightest finals that we've had at Nationals. What made the difference?
Yeah, I think the difference was that it was a tight final. Going in, all the boys were within a second of each other. We knew it was going to be a close one. And it was anyone's race going in, so very fun race.
When that does happen, what ticks over in your mind, Matthew? How do you just focus on the job that you need to do to be able to get gold?
I think it's the same for all of us. It's our own race, but being next to each other definitely helps, definitely pushes you harder. And even though we're all buddies, we're all rivals in the pool, and that helps a lot.
And why would you say this has been a Nationals that you will remember for a long time?
Yeah, definitely a good Nationals. Quite happy with the times and the placements, so definitely one to remember.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Crystal, and congratulations once again. Matthew Randall with the victory, 101.81. And gold is his in the men's 100 breaststroke. We'll head towards the medal ceremonies now. Reminder once again, it's not a very long program tonight. Just 2 more races left. We've got the women's and the men's 4x200 freestyle relay. So that should be exciting. But first up, we'll be awarding those various victors from earlier this evening, including the likes of Chad Leclos, Matt Sates, Tatiana Smith. And people would probably be confused because they're thinking, hold on a sec. Why would Chad Leclos and Matt Sates be declared winners? That's because what transpired earlier?
They finished in a tie, 52.07. And that was the time it took.
Yeah, sensational performance, sensational night. And what a way to cap off a great week in Quebec. Of course, one more day to go tomorrow. And as always, tomorrow morning, we'll kick things off with those heats. And tomorrow night, the finals for the final time here in the Eastern Cape. And we'll wait for our athletes to make their way over to poolside as they conduct the medal ceremonies.
Yes, some very exciting events. Looking at the program for tomorrow, starting off with the women 50 meters freestyle. Then we have followed by the men. Then we have women's 1500 freestyle time final. Then we move on to 200 medley. We have some 800 free for the men, multi-class events, 100 free, and also 50 meters backstroke. So we have some dash for catches, but we also have some of the longer events coming up tomorrow.
So without further ado, let's head to the medals. First up, it is the 100 butterfly, the women. Hannah Maton going up to collect her bronze medal. So what about silver? Well, that belongs to who else but Trinity Hearn, 20 years of age from the Western Cape. But the winner is a new SA record. Erin Gallagher. Gold for Gallagher.
applause all around by the ladies.
So hopefully they've made enough space at the top of the podium for the next medal ceremony. The medal winners making their way out to the side. It is the 100 fly final for men. So Jordan Eaton grabbing bronze. A terrific performance for him. As for silver, no silver. But we do have 2 gold medals. Chad Leclerc and Matt Sates finishing tied for first in the men's 100 fly final. Good friends, rivals, tremendous sportsmanship. Jordan Eaton, let's not forget about him, the man claiming bronze.
Yes, what a race by these gentlemen. In your picture, Bert Leclerc.
Unbelievable.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
So Chad with yet another goal to add to his collection. Matt Sates too, for that matter. And what a way to celebrate his birthday for young Leclerc.
As we head into the woman 4x200 freestyle relay. As we said a little bit earlier, Amy Canny looking for that Olympic qualification time of a 1:57.26, narrowly missing out the other night.
These relays are exceptionally fun, and they've proved to be exactly that over the course of the last couple of nights. Only 1 heat per discipline. So 1 heat, 1 race per discipline. First up, we'll have the women taking to the pool side. Gauteng, Western Cape, Swane B, and Western Cape B. You can feel the energy here, Chanel.
Yes. A big thanks always to Logan on the decks.
He's been doing such a good job.
Yes, sitting not too far away from us.
Yeah, really gets the crowd to their feet.
Yeah.
Not that he really needed to do much tonight, to be honest, because the swimmers certainly delivered. But he just enhanced the experience.
Yes, definitely. And we just saw in our picture Chad Leclerc and Matt Sates taking a few pictures with the fans.
Now, this is going to be spoken about for ages. I mean, you've been swimming many years, you've been coaching for many years, you've been following it forever. And, yeah, did you ever expect something like that?
No. No, definitely not. But what a great swim by both gentlemen.
And it's amazing because, you know, you look back, and I know you described it a little earlier, but so we look back at Chad Leclerc's victory over Phelps in London, and Chad getting that amazing touch at the end. And it looked like he had done enough this time around because he was actually trailing, pulled in front, and it's basically like Sates pulled a Leclerc on Leclerc with the touch.
Yes, here we go, looking at that replay. I mean, what a finish there by Matthew Sates. I mean, Matthew was off like a rocket in that first 50. But again, Chad's underwater work off the turn.
Yeah, we saw there.
There you go.
I mean, Chad, that last 50 just absolutely flew through. Looked like he had edged ahead. Arms were certainly working faster. But here we have.
We get it from another angle.
I mean, it still beggars belief how quickly Matt Sates managed to get his arms through.
Yes, with that last stroke. What a finish there by Matthew Sates.
Oh, you can't script something like that, and you can't ask for more.
Yes, all smiles. So proud of both of them.
So, the penultimate event on the penultimate night. It is the women's 4x200 freestyle relay. And karting represented by Van Skalkbait, Robertson, McMorrin and Banker.
We have Western Cape A-Team in 4. Amy Canny, Lara Janssen, Trenty Hearn, Kyron Oates.
Meanwhile, in lane 5, Swane A, Hannah Baton, Marlies Ross, Lisa Kutsia and Callan Lotta.
We have Gauteng B with Catherine van Rensburg, Lara Fos, Carly Antonopoulos and Hannah Pierce.
And Western Cape B will be competing in lane 7 in Hannah Nielsen, Hannah Cromote, Morgan Cope and Vanessa Steenkamp. So they'll get ready to kick things off in the second last race of the night here in Quebec.
So keep a close eye on Amy Canny in lane number 4. And they're off. Again, Amy Canny looking for a time of 1:57.26. Amy off to a great start with 25 meters done and dusted. So that's 4 lengths of the pool for each of these swimmers.
A great relay, a great race.
And it is Amy Canny turning in a time of 27:52. Followed by Hannah Mouton and a time of 28:70.
One lap down, almost 2. Canny leading the way for Western Cape A. Five, 6, 9, 8 after 2 laps. 2 laps to go for her before handing over.
Yes, so she's going to need to come back in a time of 1 minute and some change. There we see Amy Canny starting to bring in the legs.
She's looking very strong as Amy Canny as she heads for home for this, her final lap.
Turning in a time of 1:27.06. Come on, Amy, 25 meters to go.
The crowd willing her on. Can Amy Canny do it?
15 meters to go. Come on, Amy. Looks like she has done it! Woo-hoo-hoo! 1:56.80. What a swim by Amy Canny.
Well, it's amazing. As actions continuing around her, Amy Canny has booked her ticket. Wow, wow, wow.
And she's going to Paris.
Congratulations, Amy Canny. There is still a race on. Jeez. Whew. This Friday night. This will go down in history as one of the most exciting, exhilarating and dramatic nights in swimming in this country. And there Canny just having a look at her reactions and immediately hugged by Tatiana Smith, and we'll get those reactions a little later as we return to the action that's in the pool, taking nothing away from the many, many, many other competitors that are in action.
Yeah, so in the water we have Lara Janssen from the Western Cape. followed closely by Marlies Ross in 5. And Hannah Robinson in 3.
Western Cape going along very, very nicely, and that's courtesy of that exhilarating time set by Amy Canny. That flight-making time of Amy Canny. As we edge our way to the halfway stage.
Wow, I'm sure these ladies are inspired by Amy Canny.
Yeah, they have to be. It's just amazing to see that as soon as she emerged from the water, so many swimmers, including those that are still involved with this race, wanted to send their congratulations and kudos before jumping back into the water as Western Cape come through, handing with the transition. And it is Lonnie Jansen handing over to Trinity Hearn.
That is Carly Antonopoulos. And we have Lee McMurran in the water in 3. Whew. Each race just gets more and more exciting.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of run out of words to describe the action that we have witnessed throughout the course of this evening. Trinity Hearn looking very strong. We've seen her collect a medal already this evening. She's pushing hard and leading the way for her side. She completes 2 of 4 laps, almost there. And she'll make the turn in a time of 5:05.54. Western Cape well clear of their nearest competitors over in lane 5. It is from Swane, Lisa Gutsia. Lisa Gutsia putting in a pretty impressive effort though, looking to try and close that gap between herself and Trinity Hearn. Hearn still holding on to number 1. She'll turn for home. 5:38.66. Western Cape still out in front, courtesy of Trinity Hearn.
And we have Kyra Nodes getting ready to dive into this last 200 meters of the ladies 4x200 freestyle relay.
So Hearn will be handing the baton over in a couple of seconds' time, and that's exactly what she does. Nodes in the water now. Meanwhile, over for Swane, it's Callan Lotta to swim the final 4 laps.
And all the ladies in the water with 200 meters to go.
Currently lying in 3rd spot. It is over in lane 3. God dang. So that gap certainly has been whittled down by Swane. As I say that, look at her go. This is a great swim so far from Kiara Nodes, who's increasing that lead somewhat. And she's up against Callan Lotta.
Yes, Callan Lotta not giving up.
So that is 2 laps done for her. For Kiara Nodes, 2 more to go.
But the race seems to be in 3rd position with Hannah Pierce storming down out in lane 6.
Yeah, Hannah Pierce certainly gaining ground. Juliana Venka is trying to keep at bay. Pierce looking very, very strong. So turning for the final time. See the swimmers waiting in the wings. What's going to transpire? And turning for the final time. Kiara Nodes does so. 7:45.63. Lying in 2nd, Swane 7:47.29.
looks like Helen Lotte closing that gap between her and Kyra Nodes.
This is going to be a very, very tight finish because Helen
25
Lotte
meters to go.
is looking very strong. Can Nodes keep her away? Nodes versus Lotte. Lotte pulling ahead now. It's Lotte in front. Lotte does the job.
It's Lotte, followed by Nodes.
Swane grabbing the victory. Meanwhile, we've got another tight finish over for third spot.
It looks like Hannah Pierce. Yes, and it is.
Hannah Pierce coming home. And that's claiming third place for Swane B. So Swane A with the win. Swane B coming third. Sandwich in between Western Cape. So that wraps up the penultimate race of the evening. It was the women's 4x200 freestyle relay. The victory going towards Swane A. Western Cape A captured second, and Swane B completing the top three. And looking back at how this took place, it looked like Western Cape had this all but done and dusted. But it was that last bit of swimming from Helen Lotte who certainly changed things around. An excellent swim from her, just edging ahead of Kiara Nodes right at the finish, and in doing so, grabbing her team the win. But of course, Amy Canny up front, that was the big news, leading Western Cape off, and in doing so, earning herself that ticket to Paris in the women's 200 free. Well done, Amy Canny. Bittersweet, of course, the fact that her team didn't go on to win the race, but I think she would have taken the trip to Paris regardless. What a finish. Well done from Helen Lotte. Also a very good open water swimmer, as you would expect from someone who could do 4 laps of freestyle.
Yes, and a great big smile on her face after getting that victory.
And it's funny, you probably bigger than Amy Canny's smile, because Amy Canny was absolutely finished after swimming, blitzing through those 200 meters.
Yes, she was, but I mean, swimming at 1:57.26, that qualification time by yourself, I think I would also be finished.
Yeah, and she hardly recognized what had happened, and she just sat there in utter disbelief. As we move over to the final event of the evening, we're staying with the relay, staying with 200 meters, staying with freestyle. It's men 4x200, and we have karting, Swane, Western Cape, and Western Cape. Representing karting A, it is Joshua Erasmus, Clayton Kassabaum, Hayden Rolfe, and Bjorn Mkwanga.
In 4, we have Andrew Ross, Arno Kruger, Henry Lowe, and Cameron Kusali.
Meanwhile, in lane 5, it is Swane B, Donna van der Merwe, Bernard Wolfart, Janko Rademeyer, and Kieran Rolfe.
In 6, we have Western Cape A, Stefan Steen, Dylan Wright, Ethan Bailey, and Tegan Wright.
And in 7, Western Cape B, we've got Thomas Forbes, Robert Hendricks, Jan Hendrik van Rooyen, and Jonah Poole-Jones. So that completes the lineup, as you can see. So no teams over in lanes 1, 3, or 8. But we do have 5 teams doing the business in karting. A, Swane B, Western Cape A, and Western Cape B.
Men's 4x200 freestyle relay. Looks like Andrew Ross with the early lead.
Yeah, Andrew Ross had really certainly helped his side put on a fantastic entry time of 7:25.06, which is well clear of the second best time. of Swanebi, their teammates. So we'll find out how this transpires, but Andrew Ross out in front during the early stages.
Followed closely by Stefan Steen, out in lane 6. And we have Dano van der Merwe currently in third.
Andrew Ross looking very strong midway through his leg. And he'll turn at 54.40. And lying in second base, Western Cape A. And in third spot, sandwiched in between the two lanes, Swane B.
Yes, Andrew Ross looking very strong with 50 meters to go.
One lap left for Andrew Ross in this, the opening leg.
Yes, Stefan Steen still in second, followed closely by Dano van der Merwe.
So a very good effort there from Andrew Ross, 22 years of age. And he'll be handing over to Arno Kruger, waiting in the wings while it is a tight battle at the moment for second place. Western Cape, though, with the slight edge. Stefan Steen hands over, and doing so to Dylan Wright.
And Bernard Boomerang out in 5.
One leg down. 3 to go before we wrap up the penultimate night of the SA Aquatic Championships here in Tversdorp.
Here we have Henry Lowe in your picture.
Certainly you can hear the music playing through the mics. And it is such a great vibe here at Newton Park Swimming Pool. It's exciting, it's furious, it's fun. We've seen some tremendous swimming. We've seen records broken. We've seen 2 men finish tied for first. We've seen Tatiana do what she does best. And we're seeing yet another great relay between some massive rivals.
Yes, Arno just progressing so well through this 200 meters. Dylan Wright starting to pull away from Bernard Boomerang.
So still out in lane 4. It is Swane leading the way. Kriya will be very happy with this leg as he turns for the final time. Doing so in 3:14.38. The man waiting to take over the duties, Conray Lowe.
There we go. Somebody's feeling the vibe here at Newton Park.
Oh, what a great night.
And off goes Henry Lowe.
Meanwhile, over in lane 6, it's Ethan Bailey. Fast with doing the job.
And Janku Rademeier out in 3rd.
Lane 7, it's now Jan-Hendrik van Rooyen. It's turn to get into the water. Over in lane 2, Hayden Rolfie in on the action. Still leading the way. 1A.
Yes, definitely look like they have this one wrapped up.
They are well out in front with 6 laps to go. Meanwhile, there's nothing to choose between the next sets of competitors.
Yes, the battle for 2nd and 3rd position.
Western Province A, 1A B. So the leader in shot, Janko Rademeier. He has really performed in this, the 3rd leg. And he'll turn for the final climb. His team with a massive lead and currently sitting at 5:07.83 with their latest split. And he'll head home. And there, that man in picture,
Cameron Casali.
Yeah, Cameron Casali.
What a great week he's had.
Cameron Casali, over to you. Meanwhile, while Twane A leads, Twane B are now in a confident second place, and in the water.
Off goes Rolfie, followed by Keegan Wright.
So Wright versus Rolfie, you've got to say that is where the competition's at. If I can close that gap, because you'd say that there's absolutely no ways that Twane A will be caught. And look at those crowds, look at those teammates.
Yeah, now with Andrew Ross leading the pack.
So 2 laps almost done for Kieran Rolfie. Heel turn.
And it's Casali with 100 meters to go. Followed by Rolfie in 5. And Wright currently in 3rd position.
Cameron Casali looking strong, looking very, very good. He'll go through. And he'll turn for the final time. Teammates cheering them on. 7 minutes, 1-4. And here goes Cameron Casali. All his teammates screaming for him to get there. And this is a great swim from Twane A.
Teammate Andrew Ross running down the pool, cheering Cameron Casali on.
And the great thing is they're also cheering on Twane B. It's going to be a 1-2 for Twane. Look at the teammates, the men in gold.
It looks like they had a bit of a bet there.
I think that's exactly what transpired. But Twane A grabbing the win and Twane B coming second. Western Cape A will wrap up 3rd position. Then it's the team of Andrew Ross, Arno Creer, Henry Loeb and Cameron Casali.
There we have in your picture Henry Lowe and Andrew Ross.
So I'd love to hear what the little inside bet was going on between those 2 outfits.
We have Jonah Poole Jones finishing in lane 7.
Western Cape grabbing 3rd place. As we see over in lane 2, coming home now, Bjorn Mplanga representing Central Gauteng. And that is the racing done and dusted for the evening. What a way to wrap things up here at Newton Park Swimming Pool. And confirmation of those results. Twane A with the victory, 7:29.29. Twane B finishing second in a time of 7:45.92, and it was Western Cape A grabbing 3rd spot.
And 4 of the energy sports drinks.
And that is the men's 4x200 meter freestyle relay completed, and it was a great start secured by Andrew Ross, and that really set the tone for the rest of the race.
Yes, what a great swim there by the gentleman.
4 flavors. You bring that to us. First one in brings the bag, the towel.
Andrew Ross, Arno Creer, Henry Lowe, and Cameron Casali grabbing the victory.
What a night it's been, hey?
I mean,
what a night it's been.
I just can't get over it. Everything just got more exciting, bigger and better, almost as each race transpired. I mean, unfortunately, though, it had to end.
Yes, very sad about that.
Yeah, we could have gone throughout the night. Imagine having highlights like that non-stop. I mean, you just need to watch this past hour and a half, and you thought that it was a complete highlights package.
Yes, I mean, Olympic qualification time, Paralympic qualification time, a tie for gold in the men's 100 meters fly. Amy Canny qualifying 1:57.26 in that 200 meters freestyle relay. I mean, wow.
Yeah, wow, 100% wow. That was absolutely superb. And from myself, Derek Alberts, and of course Chanel van Wyk, it's been fantastic being here. It is a wrap of the night from us But of course, still waiting in the wings, we have Crystal Arnold.
Thanks so much to our commentary team. We're going to wrap up here just with such celebratory news. We've had Olympic qualifiers tonight. We've almost seen it all tonight. Shall we start with Amy Haney? Peter, you are with me. Have the best view of all of the action from the side of the pool deck. What can you tell us about just Amy and the great competitor that she is?
Amy, I've been watching Amy since she was 12 years old when she won her first national title at Sanjay, and a very good friend of mine used to be her coach in Naisna. And I remember his celebration, watching him from the opposite side too. I think he realized what type of swimmer he had when Amy was still 12, and coming out of Naisna, a relatively small place, relatively obscure in the world of swimming. But Amy's certainly not obscure now. That's a fantastic time. I know she's been working for it for a long time. And it's the most beautiful swim I've ever seen her do. Fantastic, yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. The wonderful words. And, you know, Paris 2024, when you think about that Olympic dreams that so many of the swimmers have here, to be able to have it in touching distance and to get there, that must mean so much. As you as a coach, how do you just get that across to a swimmer that it is possible?
Yeah, I think what's also important is you know, how vested as a coach you need to be in your swimmers, their dreams. You know, some of them are still age groupers. Most of us are age group coaches as well. Probably spend most of our time with age groupers. But just how vested we are in that. You know, I was spending some time with Karen and Emma a little bit earlier this evening. They're down in Stellenbosch. Karen's the coach, and Emma, of course, got the 50 freestyle tomorrow. You know, there's a lot of nerves, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of waiting, there's a lot of stress, and, you know, somehow to just find the right balance between your eagerness, your excitement, and, of course, it's sport. And it's a sport where the stopwatch rules your success or failure, and it's just so easy to, you know, lose concept, getting caught up in the outcome, and just remember to stay calm and stay balanced and, you know, do what you can do and what you practice to do.
So many highlights from tonight, not just Amy and not just what we've seen thus far. It started off with Erin Gallagher in the 100-meter butterfly, a South African record in Olympic qualifying time. What are some of your highlights from tonight?
Yeah, I think, you know, I mean, I think a lot of us know the stories of each swimmer here, whether we've been their coach or we've played a role in different coaches' swimmers. I think that our future in South African swimming is if we all do it together and we all in it together and we can all make various contributions. You know, we don't all have the same skills. But as much as Amy's swim was fantastic, super excited for Erin. You know, I remember the first time I saw her in the water when she was 10 years old at the Kings Park pool, and I thought, wow, there's a swimmer. And, you know, I think we all have those kind of recollections. We all have those sort of observations, those of us that have been around swimming. For me, it's been the best part of 50 years, you know. And just so many awesome stories. So to watch Erin at a relatively later age, where there are stereotypes about female swimming and what you can do, just to watch her invigorated, excited, and swimming better than she's ever done in her life is fantastic.
You're standing next to me. I don't know if we can see that. You do have an injury. So thank you very much for being here. Talking about injuries, you know, tonight Tatiana was just speaking about what she's had to overcome. She called it a hiccup, and that hiccup was actually a groin niggle that she has, and she's swimming through it and being able to set those times faster than she's been in 3 years. What does that tell you about the person and the swimmer that she is?
Now, I've watched that little girl grow up in Joburg first before she moved to Pretoria, and I had a bunch of young breaststrokers relatively competitive with Tatiana at younger ages, and despite us being getting in there racing and sometimes beating her, and sometimes you could always see whether she was in lane 1 or 2, but she's just always swum with such purpose and determination. You know, breaststroke is a subtle stroke, it's balance, and it's just feeling your timing, and how she swims with such power and purpose but just keeps the timing is, you know, it's a mystery for all of us, and, you know, she knows how she does it, and I don't even know if us coaches know how she does it.
It's been so great to chat to you, Peter. Of course, another highlight of the night was that epic 100-meter butterfly final. Chad Leclerc and Matt Sates, 52.07 seconds. It does not get tighter, and it does not get more epic. What a way for us to have the penultimate day here at SA National Swimming Champs just take center stage. We'll be back with the final day tomorrow, and we hope that you will join us.
team of bronze medal goes to Ivana Hinka.